fellow people, another beautiful day. Yep. Hope your five senses work, health and strength is good or excellent. Well, it's about 10:40 at night right now, but gotta get this done. What's up, Steam Deck fans? And you portable PC gamers, what's happening? All right, I got a little EA sale for you, and it's the September sale. So basically, you get Star Wars Jedi Survivor for 30% off at $48.99 until September 19th. You get Dead Space, it's 40% off, $35.99 until September 25th. Wild Hearts is 40% off, $41.99, September 25th. It Takes Two is 65% off at $13.99 until September 25th. Mass Effect Legendary Edition is 80% off at $11.99 until September 25th. Need for Speed Unbound is 70% off at $20.99 until September 18th. Yeah, I'm sitting here spoiling you guys right now. And then there's Dragon Age, that's 88% off, and it's $4.79, and that's September 25th. There, but we're not even done. That's just the EA September sale, and I will leave that link in the description box. All right, now, what else I got for you guys? Now, since we're talking sale here, okay, here's another sale for you. Hope you have your money saved up. GOG has a big indie festival sale. Yep. GOG. G-O-G. I'm sitting here spoiling you guys. Okay, let's see here. GOG has a big indie festival sale, and that goes on until September the 25th at 10 p.m. UTC. So yeah, 75% off as far as the eye. Bridgegore Up Arms Deluxe 69% off. Death Road to Canada 74% off. Firewatch 75% off. Hands of Faith 80% off. Hands of Faith 2 80% off. Into the Breach 50% off. Serial Cleaner 80% off. Coma Recut Deluxe Edition 80% off. Pedestrian 60% off. Tumbleweed Park 75% off. Virtual Verse 80% off. Yeah, GOG. All right. So I'm just spoiling you guys. That's all I'm doing. Deals, games, updates. There. All right. Now, what else I got for you? I'm sitting here spoiling these people. What else we got for you? Okay. Let's see. VK Doom is a Z-Doom based source port with a focus on Vulkan. Of course, you know the Tribunal is going to issue a DMCA takedown. You guys can't spell Vulcan right. Anyway, it says, well, this is pretty fun to see. Z-Doom / GZ Doom family is expanding with VK Doom, a new source port that has focused on expanded Vulkan support and modern rendering. Now it's worth noting that GZ Doom already supports Vulkan, but VK Doom has a focus on making Vulkan support much more modern with advanced rendering features for modern GPUs. Currently, the official site doesn't go into a lot of detail about it since it's quite new. What we do know is that VK Doom is being synced with the main GZ Doom. That's GZ, not Jay-Z, GZ, DOOM, as they work on it. So all the GZ Doom modding and editing features should work out of the box. Yeah. And what it says here, picture above is Disdain, an upcoming fast-paced, visceral, retro-style first-person shooter built on VK Doom by the people making VK Doom. It's launching sometime soon with Linux support. And there's a lot of features here. ZScript, new mapping info, ZScript, alternate mouse cursor, hitbox rendering, modified default per community feedback, Unreal Engine 1 style light Coronas, support for DX Trust Standard, Ray Trace Baked Light Map, Ray Trace Dynamic Shadows, Vulkan Base Render. Yeah, you get it. And then ACS, ZScript, and C Music, all features of the latest version. So yeah. All right, now what's another thing I got for you guys? Okay, let's see here. What else we got? Any more? Let's see. Fanatical. Here's another deal for you. So I gave you EA, I gave you GOG, and now Fanatical. There. You can't say I didn't help you guys. Says Fanatical Killer Bundle 27 has 20 great games included. Yeah. Listen, you're spoiling you guys left to right. Let's see if Fanatical Killer Bundle 27 has 20 great games included. Another chance for you to fill up your Steam library, ensuring there's never a dull moment. Fanatical launched the Killer Bundle 27 with 20 games. This is not a build it yourself bundle either. All games are included in it for one purchase. Okay, let's see what's the games here. Sniper Ghost Warrior Contract, Sniper Elite 4 Deluxe Edition, Zombie Army Trilogy, Total Reliable Delivery Service, Iron Harvest, Red Faction Guerrillas Remastered, ICBM, Lost Castle, Wayward, Sir Whoop ASS, Immortal Death, Dreamscaper, Terrors of the Hemosaurus, Turnip Boy Commit Tax Evasion, King Bounty, Internet Cafe Simulator, Find Paradise, Wolfenstein 3D, Nadir, a Grim Dark Deck Builder, Sneeko, Rondi 2, Troublemaker. Yeah, there, Fanatical. Alright, that's another deal. When is this thing over? When is this deal over with? Let's see, when is the last day for this deal? Okay, Fanatical. When does this deal end? Does it say? Nope, doesn't say. But you know Fanatical, they have a deal. Check them out. All right. Now, what else I got for you? Let's see here. Okay. Linux Mint Debian Edition 6 Fey enter the beta. Okay. So for those who say Linux Mint Debian Edition 6 Fey enter beta. Says here, for those of you who want a stable Linux distribution with the Cinnamon Desktop, Linux Mint Debian Edition seems like a nice choice, and the latest release is now in beta. It should be much the same as the normal Linux Mint distribution, but directly based on Debian instead of Ubuntu. Their goal with it is to ensure Linux Mint could carry on in the event of something problematic happening with Ubuntu. They say it also is one of our development target to guarantee the software we develop is compatible outside of Ubuntu. Who said who? Ubuntu will be here. Stop stressing. Based upon Debian 12 Bookworm, it should be a nice upgrade for anyone who was still using Linux Mint DE5. The Mint team don't really go into any detail on what exactly has changed yet, and the release notes are simply going over some known issues. It should be largely the same as most recent Linux Mint release, like Cinnamon 5.8 desktop update apps and improved looks and feel, full support for HEIF and AVIF image files, and resizable main menu, multi-thread thumbnail for Nemo file manager, and more. Do you like LMDE? Let us know why. Yeah, I use Linux Mint, and of course I use XFCE. So yeah, and Ubuntu. So Ubuntu going somewhere? I don't think so. Got a nice little user base, but I see what they're I see what they're doing. Though they're preparing for the unexpected. That's all they're doing. Anyway, all right. Now, what else I got for you? Let's see here. Heroic Launcher 2.9.2 hotfix is live. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Keep you gamers up to date. All right. It's time to upgrade your install of Heroic Game Launcher, which helps you install games from Epic, GOG, Amazon, more on Steam Deck and Linux. They released version 2.9 hotfix, which deals with a few bugs that came up after the latest major update, as well as a few minor additions and then fixes. Okay, I got plenty of time. Fix 3-dot menu closing when hovering certain items. Fix installation of EOS overlay. Fix alignment current download component when sidebar collapsed. Fix issue with missing games metadata for GOG. Fix some issues with Amazon Games. Fix issue with EGL sync. Fix remembering if Windows is maximized. Fix installing all DLCS, not adding them to the queue. Make sure a game is available before auto updating. Await for GOG uninstaller to finish before updating the state. Features: add new system information tab to Heroic settings. Add support for installing and enabling DXVK NavaPi. Add user feedback when copying log to clipboard. Add experimental features setting support. The team at Heroic are currently working on a big overhaul to their GOG support at the moment as well, which will include Cyberpunk 2077 exclusive Red Mod integration, improve native Linux download, the ability to add/remove DLC at any time, and more that can be followed here. Yeah, you little Steam Deck nerds, geeks, freaks. Yeah, you guys are getting spoiled. Anyway, so what else I got? You know I gotta keep you guys up to date. Alright, what else I got for you? Alright. Steam Deck not picking up your SD card. Alright, I talk about that already. Okay. Let's see. I covered that earlier today. Let's see. Here's some alternative to Unity game engine. Alright, what's the alternative? Here, some alternative to the Unity. Whoops, get out of there. Unity game engine. Whoops. Let me see what they're talking about here. Alright. Here we go. It says, in the wake of Unity setting everything on fire with their new revenue model for developers, here's a reminder on what other game engine and tech is out there for developers to look into. There's actually absolutely loads out there. This is just a small slice of other developers can look into. So this is not an exhaustive list, not even close, because there's quite literally thousands of different pieces of tech developers can use. Okay, you got the Go full game engines, Go.engine, free open source, no royalties at all. No royalties? That might change. There's W4 games for commercial support. It says support Linux, Mac OS, Windows, iOS, Android, HTML/web. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. There. What? You think I don't know tech? Anyway, sitting here playing here. Default default free full source class access. Do um, no default free full source code, not open source under the OSI definition, but incredibly open, mainly not classed as open source due to their custom license that forbids anyone to charge for the game engine, even themselves. Says support Linux, Mac OS, Windows, PS4, Switch, iOS, Android, planned. Xbox, first quarter 24, PlayStation 5, third quarter 2023. Solar 2D, free open source, no royalties. Supports iOS, tvOS, Android, Android TV, Mac OS, Windows, Linux, HTML5 web, hypertext markup language, HTML. There. It says here, RenPy, visual novel engine, free open source, no royalties at all. Supports Android, Linux, Windows, Mac OS, iOS. Solaris, free open source, no royalties at all. Supports Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Android, Nintendo Switch. Axfleo, open source, no royalties at all. Supports Windows, Linux, Mac OS, iOS, HTML, web, hypertext markup language. Anyway, Unreal Engine, free, no royalties until you earn 1 million USDs. Full source code access, but not open source. Epic also confirmed they can't just change the licensing on you. Supports Windows PC, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox, Series X, Series S, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, Mac OS, iOS, Android, ARKit, ARCore, OpenXR, Steam VR, Oculus, Linux, and Steam Deck. There. Castle Game Engine, free open source, no royalties at all. Supports Linux, Windows, Mac OS, free BSD, Android, iOS, Nintendo Switch, planned. Xbox, WebGL, GDevelop, free open source, no royalties at all. Uses an event system instead of traditional programming. Supports Windows, Linux, Mac OS, HTML. Adventure Game Studios, free open source, no royalties at all. But there are a few things to note for commercial games. Supports Windows, Mac OS, Linux. The editor is only available for Windows. Bevy, free open source, no royalties at all. Supports Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Web iOS planned. Android, O3DE, free open source, no royalties at all. Supports Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Android, iOS. Framework, yeah. There's a lot here. I'm almost done here. See, where was that? Framework. Then you have Love, open source, no royalties at all. Supports Windows, Linux, Mac, Android, iOS. FNA, free open source, no royalties at all. Supports Windows, Mac OS, Linux, iOS, tvOS, Xbox One, Series X and S, Nintendo Switch. Mono Games, free open source, no royalties at all. Supports Windows, Mac OS, Linux, iOS, iPad OS, Android, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox, Nintendo Switch. LDTK, 2D level editor, free open source, no royalties. Supports Windows, Mac OS, Linux. That's it. And there's a lot more. So yeah, you guys got a lot to choose from. Just messing with y'all. All right, what else I got? So Unity is not the only it's not the only engine out there, you know. Plenty more. Anyway, that's it. So yeah, that's all the news I got to report on the Steam Deck. Yeah, and keep you guys posted. Anything that's happening Steam Deck wise. Yeah, you Steam Deck fans are covered. Deals, games, updates. There. Sitting here messing with y'all. Alright. Hope you enjoyed the video though. So you got your deals from your GOG, your EA, and of course what's that the Humble Store. Yeah. That's enough games to hold you for a minute for the month of September to add to your archive of games in your Steam account. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Borg, Dark Side. Go.